Hi, this is Francisco Bijan from vitalcoaching.com. We are talking about waking up your power, and the topic for this video is identify your destiny line. What's a destiny line? Have you heard about it before? Of course you have. Your destiny line is really your destiny, really your long-term vision for your life. And the reason why you want to identify your destiny line is because I do believe you have one. I mean, we all have a myriad of possibilities, right? A whole lot of directions we can take in our existence, and we have lots of possibilities. But now there might be one which is a little bit more adapted to your personality, adapted to your goals, adapted to what you really want long term. And if you start taking action simply step by step, one step at a time, without having a clear vision of where you are going on the long term, then maybe you are going to get sidetracked. You are going to start doing things which are not really a good match with your personality, with who you want to be on the long term. They are not really a good match with your destiny line. You have the concept of Dharma, or destiny, within the Buddhist system. That's one way of looking at it. But the key here is really to look at yourself maybe 5-10 years from now. Where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing? And then to start taking action consistently so that the action that you take on a daily basis really matches that. It has to do with choice, it has to do with relationships, with career building, with business ideas, it has to do with the place where you are going to live, it has to do with all these choices. And it's very important that you are consistent and coherent as well with the actions that you take. Sometimes you are going to take a certain responsibility on something that is not really part of your destiny, and you are going to block energy by doing so. And you will notice that when you want to refocus on your long-term destiny line, this side action doesn't really match what you're supposed to be doing on the long term. So it's very important to be coherent. It's important to realize that your life is a little bit like a ship, like a boat, and you are sailing in a certain direction, and sometimes you can get sidetracked. You can get a wind that blows you a little bit to the side, and you start engaging and investing time and energy into projects which are not really part of what you want to be doing long term. So you have different options, right? You have different possibilities in your existence, and remember that it's essential to be coherent. One thing that you can do is when you have a choice or you have an opportunity to engage into a line of action, and you want to test if it's really coherent with your long-term destiny line, one thing that you can do is you can write down all the possible options that you have at that moment. For instance, you have possibility to take some holidays, in the summer. Well, write down all the possibilities that you have. Not just one that comes to mind, not just an offer from a travel agent, for instance. Just write down all the possibilities that you have, and then select the one that matches best your needs, matches best with what you want to do on the long term. Okay? This is one way of doing it. The key idea is really not to get sidetracked. It's not to do things simply because they come across your path, but to be really coherent on the long term. You will realize that very often, if you invest energy into something which is not matching your destiny line, you will start feeling tired, drained, or irritated, or there is something that starts bothering you. You might feel sensitive, angry, or there is something that goes on which is going to tell you that something is not quite right. And it means most of the times that there is some aspect of your life which is blocking your energy, something that you are doing which is not really matching what you want to be doing on the long term. So remember that, your destiny line. And I have a few techniques also that I use myself to reconnect with this destiny line. I share all that within coaching sessions. So if you want to know more about that specific topic, there is some work we can do together one-on-one within a coaching session. So feel free to sign up, and I'll be glad to help you one-on-one with showing you a couple of extra techniques that helps you with reconnecting with your destiny line. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Yes, my site is vitalcoaching.com, and the link for coaching is over there. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.